Kobe Bean Bryant, born on August 23, 1978 and died in a helicopter crash on January 26, 2020. Was an American professional basketball player. A shooting guard, Bryant played his entire 20-season career in the National Basketball Association (NBA) with the Los Angeles Lakers. He entered the NBA directly from high school and won 5 NBA championships. Bryant was an 18-time All-Star, 15-time member of the All-NBA team, 12-time member of the All-Defensive team, and the 2008 NBA Most Valuable Player (MVP). Widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time, he led the NBA in scoring during 2 seasons, ranks 4th on the league's all-time regular season scoring, and ranks 4th on the all-time postseason scoring list. Bryant was the first guard in NBA history to play at least 20 seasons. According to Forbes, Bryant's net worth was estimated at $350 million in 2016. Bryant was the son of former NBA player Joe Bryant. He attended Lower Merion High School in Pennsylvania, where he was recognized as the top high school basketball player in the country. Early life. Bryant was born in Philadelphia, the youngest of 3 children and only son of former NBA player Joe Bryant and Pamela Cox Bryant. He was also the maternal nephew of basketball player John "Chubby" Cox. His parents named him after the famous beef of Kobe, Japan, which they saw on a restaurant menu. High school. Bryant earned national recognition during a spectacular high school career at Lower Merion High School in Ardmore, located in the Philadelphia suburb of Lower Merion. He played on the varsity basketball team as a freshman. Basketball legacy. Bryant was called one of the greatest players in the history of our game by NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, and the New York Times wrote that he had one of the most decorated careers in the history of the sport. Reuters called him arguably the best player of his generation, while both Sporting News and TNT named him their NBA Player of the Decade for the 2000s. In 2008 and again in 2016, ESPN ranked him the second greatest shooting guard of all time after Jordan. Players including Kevin Durant, Dirk Nowitzki, Dwayne Wade, and Derrick Rose called Bryant the generation's version of Jordan. The press enterprise described Bryant as maybe the greatest Laker in the organization's history. He was the Lakers' all-time leading scorer, and his 5 titles are tied for the most in franchise history. Both numbers he wore during his career, 8 and 24, were retired by the Lakers on December 18, 2017. Personal life. In November 1999, 21-year-old Bryant met 17-year-old Vanessa Lane while she was working as a background dancer on the Tar East Side's music video, Gayed Up. Bryant was in the building and working on his debut musical album. The two began dating and became engaged just 6 months later in May 2000, while Lane was still a senior at Marina High School in Huntington Beach, California. To avoid media scrutiny, she finished high school through independent study. According to Vanessa's cousin Layla Lane, there was no prenuptial agreement. Vanessa said Bryant loved her too much for one. They married on April 18, 2001, at St. Edward the Confessor Catholic Church in Dana Point, California. The wedding was not attended by Bryant's parents, his 2 sisters, his longtime advisor and agent Aunt Ellen, or his Laker teammates. Bryant's parents were opposed to the marriage for a number of reasons. Reportedly, Bryant's parents had problems with him marrying so young, especially to a woman who was not African American. This disagreement resulted in an estrangement period of over 2 years, which ended when the couple's first daughter was born. Bryant was a practicing Catholic. In 2013, Bryant had a legal disagreement with an auction house over memorabilia from his early years that his mother intended to auction. Pamela Bryant received $450,000 from the auction house for the items and claimed Bryant had given her the rights to the items he had remaining in her home. However, his lawyers asked the auction house to return the items to Bryant. Before the scheduled trial, a settlement was reached allowing the sale of less than 10% of the original items. Bryant's parents apologized to him in a written statement, which also acknowledged the financial support Bryant had provided him in the past. In January 2002, Bryant bought a Mediterranean-style house for $4 million, located on a cul-de-sac in Newport Coast, Newport Beach. He sold the house in May 2015. Bryant died on January 26, 2020, in a helicopter crash in Calabasas, California. 8 others, including his 13-year-old daughter Gianna Bryant, were also killed.